All right, I'm back. Like I said. Okay, I'm just trying to figure this out. If it doesn't work out, I'll drop it. I'm trying to get my mic. I'm trying to get my mic to appear the right way. Hmm, let me see. I'm trying to get my mic to appear the right way. Do you guys hear me good? Okay. It looks like you guys hear me good. All right. It looks like you guys hear me good. All right. Awesome. All right. It looks like you guys hear me good. Awesome. Awesome. So I was doing some experiments, right? I saw a guy doing an experiment, right? Do you guys hear my mic real good? Let me see. Yeah, yeah, salute. All right, blessings. So that's on. Awesome. All right. Looks like everybody's on. Let's have fun today. Vamos, have fun. Let's have fun. Oh yeah, it's my first live without the mask. So anything that happens here happens. All right. Awesome. Look how cool this is. My daughter, she found one of these aliens and she stuck them on top. But this is how one of the ships looks like. The one that goes around Saturn and picks up debris in Saturn and mined the rings of Saturn. We have a couple of these in space right now as we talk. Okay. So I was just researching, right? And I saw this video on TikTok. I don't know if you guys are familiar. This guy, right, out of nowhere. This guy out of nowhere. He has one of these lasers, right? He bought in Home Depot or Lowe's or somewhere like that. He bought this laser, right? And then what? He says that he takes DMT, I don't know, some psychological drug or something like that. And he looks through the wall, right? And he could see through the wall and he could see certain codes. So any part that he saw a different code. So I'm like, why do you need to take a drug in order to see this, right? To see these codes. Like I have been saying before, everything is vibration. Everything, and yeah, if it has a vibration, it has a code. All right, that's the science of it. What's music? Vibration. A B C D E F G. There's always a code on vibration. Yeah. Okay. So I'm like, okay, why does he take psychological drugs in order to look through the laser? And scientists are really looking into this, you know? But I'm going to drop something and you guys can try it yourself without taking drugs, okay? And I have a laser here. I have a laser here and I'm going to teach you how you might see maybe the way the drug affects the lighting of the eye, how you perceive the light that comes in your eyes, right? And when you perceive this light in a different way, you can see these codes. So that's what the drugs do. That's what they do. They change the way the light frequency comes in to your eyes and affects your brain and how your brain reads this information. But we all have a device called the cell phone, okay? All right. We all have this device. I'm going to teach you something, a settings in your camera, okay? When you point the laser, I'm going to teach you guys this, all right? This is really interesting. You guys can try this at home. If you have one of these green lasers, you can try this, right? So the point of the laser, okay? The point of the laser. All right. Now you want to go to this settings on your phone, okay? We're gonna go. You could probably do video, right? You could do video, but the settings that you want to hit on your phone, you gotta change. You gotta change the screen to the negative. Okay, it needs to be looking like this. Okay, you guys see me? How I look like a negative. Okay, all right. So let me see. Where can I do this to show you? I'm gonna face this camera down. Okay. Let me see. Do you guys see my phone? Okay. We're gonna try to see the codes here. Okay. I'm gonna show you that you don't need to be intoxicated in order to see this information. Okay, hold on. Okay. If you guys see it. Okay. Now, once you have the laser on the floor or on whatever surface, right? You're going to see a dot, right? That dot is going to be the laser, okay? But with the infrared, it looks like you're looking already. It looks like you're looking already in another dimension. So, what you want to do, let me see. We got the laser. Okay, you guys see it? You guys see it right here. You want to zoom. Okay. It's hard to press the laser in the. Okay, you zoom. You zoom. You know what? I'll post this. I'm gonna post this in my stories in YouTube just to show you. You know what? I'm gonna record right here, right in front of you guys. I'm gonna zoom into the laser. Let me use two hands. There. Okay, hold on. Let me put the laser here. So this is how you do it, okay? You grab the negative. You zoom in. You get close. You're gonna see a code or something that appears like another dimension when you look into the laser. Okay, you really gotta look into it. Sometimes it comes out grainy, but then you're gonna pick up a couple of letters, or I don't know what the heck is it. And then it doesn't matter where you move the camera, it stays in the same area. Okay. You don't need drugs. You need a phone that has a negative. Okay. Go here. Press negative. It's like inverted. You know, one of those inverted. That's how your phone has to look like, okay? Inverted. Do you guys see it? Let me see. I don't know if you guys see it. Let me see. Well, you can do that, right? And then you can just get close to it. And yeah, it's just a different way to look at codes in the laser. Okay. You don't need to have DMT. This video might be taken down because of that information. I'm sorry. So Let me see. EMF. Okay, gratitude. Let me read your comments. Now we see what the glasses. Yeah. Okay. It's too bright to see what you are doing. Okay, yeah. I agree. I agree. It's too bright. Okay, yeah, JP. Let's freaking go. Awesome. Okay. ET technology. So try that. Okay. When you have time, have it in the negative. You change the negative format. You point the laser, and then on any location that you point the laser, right? Or go ahead and buy you one of those big, big lasers or whatever you want to call them, and have your phone on the negative app. Okay, you're gonna see cool. You're gonna see structures that look like lines, right? And when you bring your phone in and you turn like this, you're gonna see like another dimension, but it's all codes. It's all codes. Okay. Depending on the app that you have, you will see like a grain, but if you zoom in, you can see structures of codes, and and they're like phasing in and phasing out. You can see it, but they're in the same spot. You can move your phone and you can see them in the same spot. Okay. So it really blew my mind when I saw this, when I found out that it's the frequency of light that comes into your eyes that makes you see the code of the drug. So changing the frequency in your phone and aiming your phone into the laser, you can start seeing, different types of codes. So try it out. I'm telling you, when you try it out, you let me know what you see. Like the Matrix, yeah? Like the Matrix. And nobody have figured this out. This is the first time you guys are hearing this, so make sure you share this video. Okay, and you try this at home. Okay, you try this at home. It's mind blowing. They're probably going to even try to take this application on your phone away because of this probably video. and also, if you have a VR headset, okay, if you have a VR headset and you change it to black and white, the Meta VR headset, and you point the laser into the wall, you can also get the same effect. So I was just researching of why this code, why is everything made of code? So it's quite interesting. Okay, technologies. Something new that might come out that you're gonna hear it for the first time right here. Okay. Okay, how can I put this? I'm gonna say it because I saw this already being worked in space, and whatever we have in space, probably 200 or 300 years more advanced, Earth will get it. Okay, and what I saw in space, what I saw in certain missions, I saw these droids. Okay, similar to what Elon Musk is building and other companies around the world. So Elon Musk, if you hear this, I give you permission to use this. Okay, I don't want no technology for me. Okay, you can patent this and use this, but I want the world to know that it's first said in this video. Okay, so Elon, if you're hearing this, you can use it. Okay, put it part of your patent. I only give permission to Elon Musk to use this technology. Okay, on this video, only Elon Musk. Okay, all right. So what I saw. Are you guys ready to hear this? These droids, all right, they have a head that has cameras that has 360, right? 360 cameras. So they could be looking forward, but they know what's happening around them because they have cameras all over their head. They got two, 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 total of 6 cameras all around their heads. And they also have cameras in their arms. So it's sensors. Yeah, let's call them sensors, but they are cameras. Similar to what the VR headset, the Pro, has. They have cameras in their hands, and they also have cameras in their headset. So these drones are being used for security. Okay? These drones are used by security. So when we start seeing this, you know that there's going to be a major disclosure of technology coming out soon. Okay, so these drones are used for security. For now, they're being made to help people, to help humanity, to help in factories, to help you carry things inside the house. But soon, implemented with AI, these drones are going to be used for security. And that's when we have to be careful for the Terminator future. So they have sensors around their heads, right? And the person that they are protecting, so say I order 5 drones to protect me, okay? And they walk around with me, they're carrying weapons, SIGs, or whatever they want to carry as weapons. And I have 5 drones around me. And you, the person, you have a chip, right? Or something that connects you to these drones. These drones know where you're at because of GPS that are built inside of them. And you're carrying this device, or it's probably implanted because of your choice. It's not because they're forcing you to implant something. This device is going to be implanted because you want protection from these drones. I think this technology is going to come out soon. This chip or this device that is on you, it could be a bracelet, it could be a watch, it could be a necklace, or something implanted, is going to be a technology for protection, security for drones. Okay, so they can read the GPS where you're at all times. They got cameras all around the head, already mapping the map using data that it's connected to other softwares and satellite. They're connected to satellite. They're connected to you, and they're going to give you protection. Okay, they're going to give you protection, and this could be used if people out there are not nice. That's why we have to be careful with technology. These technologies are going to come out. Okay, these technologies are going to change the way we look. There's going to be another technology. It's going to be like a type of technology that I've seen before. I don't know who is going to be the inventor of this technology. Instant freeze type of it's like a wave that can instantly freeze anything. So picture a microwave. A microwave move molecules so fast it makes it heat up. Okay, so we're gonna have a wave, a type of you could say like a microwave, but it's gonna be portable that you can freeze anything. Okay, that technology is gonna come out soon. We already know because of quantum entanglement and quantum physics that teleportation is. We already got teleportation and data, and pictures and all that. So we're gonna have physically teleportation devices. Now, a lot of different companies are gonna build this. What else did I see? A lot of new technologies on different types of vehicles that takes you to A to B, like in cars, implemented with AI. You're gonna have a lot of different technologies that is gonna confuse a lot of older people. So us that are young, we have to teach these people how to build or how to use these technologies. Okay. Let me read the let me read the can't let's see. You guys see me? Oh yeah. Look, my eyes. Legend. Portuguese. Não consigo. Vou tentar falar português. I'm gonna speak Portuguese for. Ah, meu português não é muito bom, entendeu? Para todos que falam português, tem tecnologia. Ah, desculpa o que está sucedendo agora no Brasil. I feel bad what's happening in Brazil. Uh, there's a lot of things. I'm not gonna get into the politics of it, but you guys that are Brazilians, you guys know what I'm talking about. Vocês que são brasileiros, não vou falar muito o que está sucedendo, mas vocês já sabem que já está sucedendo algo muito ruim em Brasil e eu sinto muito mal. Nossa, meu português está muito ruim agora. Meu Deus. Vou tentar falar portunhol. Blinded by the light. Yeah, I'm blinded by the light. What, the light behind me? Should I turn off this light? Let me see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 0 point energy? Look at this. I think I posted this the other day, and I think a lot of people got the point of what I posted. Okay. I screenshot this before. Okay, let me show you what I screenshot. Okay, let me invert this. I'm gonna invert it for you guys. I don't know if you guys can see it now. It's not inverted. Let me see. Can you guys read that? Let me see. Hold on. It's backwards. See? Let me invert it. All right. Let me see if you guys see it now. You guys can't see it. Hold on. Let me save it. Save it. Can you guys read that? No? Let me see if I go to the other page. You guys see this? Why is it doing that? Why is it not letting me show you what I'm trying to show you? Hold on. Oh, maybe if I dim down the light. Let me see. Yeah, maybe dimming down the light. It's going to work. Hold on. There we go. They just found out about this right here. Okay. You guys know what is that? Okay. You guys know what is that? I'm not going to talk a lot about this. I'm just showing you the pictures because I don't want this video to be. I'm just showing you certain things. Okay. You guys see all this? Now you can see it. Okay, I got to invert it the other way. There we go. You guys see that now, right? Can't talk a lot about it, but Baba Lazar used to talk about something similar to this. If we know what 116 is, we're going to know what 115 is. All right. So we already know what 116 is. So I don't know if you guys remember Bob Lazar, what he was talking about, 115. So like I said before, I'm not going to get into it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys are tracking? Okay. All right. All righty then. All right. What else can I show you? My last video that I posted was about the pole shift. Okay. When I posted about the pole shift, all right. I'm not necessarily saying that there's going to be a pole shift. Okay. There's something happening to our magnetic field, and everybody's aware of that. Okay. Everybody's aware with a magnetic field what's happening. We're getting this big cold front from the north this next week that we're going to get snow again in Florida. I'm sorry to say that, but we're going to get snow in Florida 2 years in a row. So something is telling you, something is happening, that the equator is changing. The equator, the line of the equator is moving, but it's disrupted. The equator is being disrupted by the magnetic field that the Earth has. So our equator was like this, okay? All right? Now our equator is doing this, okay? Slow motion, okay? Why in slow motion? Because we're getting snow in Florida 2 years in a row. We're getting frozen in Florida 2 years in a row. You know, it was what, 30 years ago that the area where I live is snowed, just flurry. Last year, it looked like I was living in New York over here. And it took me, I drove my car in the snow and I got home. When I got home, it was scary as crazy. It was nuts. Traffic from Jacksonville to the panhandle towards Louisiana was packed with snow. It was insane last year. And this year is going to happen again. And Floridians are already buying trucks with pickups and all that. The world is changing. The world is changing. Something inside is changing. The inner earth people know about this. It's changing. It's not just our planet that is changing. All the other planets around our solar system are changing too. Okay. Was it because of 3i Atlas? I don't know. I don't know. I know that in July, if you look in my Instagram account, jp.missions, you're going to see there that Emery Smith and we talked about 3i Atlas activating certain things around our solar system. Okay. It's going to come in, come out. Okay. Probably left something behind Mars. And people are scared that it's changing to go to our location. You want to see something cool? Look, let me show you something cool. Let me show you an exact picture of 3i Atlas. Okay, I know a lot of people are showing crazy pictures of this and that. This is an actual picture of 3i Atlas. Okay, look at that. You guys see it good? Look at it right there. An actual picture of 3i Atlas. Okay, That's the real actual picture of three-eye atlas, not the pixel that NASA was showing. Okay. And what does this look like? Okay. Look at the points facing out. If you look at it in the angle, you want to see something cool? I'm doing research on this too. You know, uh, you guys ready? Okay. I'm just showing you this. I'm just, I'm just analyzing what the people in the past drew in their artwork. Okay. Akuria mate. Akuria mate to everybody. Okay. Look at this. This is this is what Daniel saw in his dream in the Bible. Okay. The ring inside another ring. Okay. The Bible talks about this. I'm going to show you the three atlas again, how it looks like. Okay. Something is happening in space. I can't get into the nitty and gritty about it, but something is happening in space that it's affecting all the planets, not just planet Earth. It's affecting all the planets, and we need to be ready. And people are getting ready. People are getting ready. That's the information and things I'm trying to get into. Get ready. All right. Just prepare yourself mentally, physically, and you know, I'm gonna tell you something. Okay. I'm 40 years old. Okay. I'm 40 years old. But the years I've been sleeping is at least 13 years. Okay. So if I take away what, 14, is that like 28 years of living alive, awake? Check how many years, okay, to find out your current mind consciousness age, okay? How old you are, calculate through what, Google Earth, how many years you've been sleeping, okay? You minus those years, okay? You're gonna feel happy when you see your age. The age that you have been awake on earth, okay? We're so young. We're so young. You take away what, 14 years? I take away is what, three fourth of the years that you've been alive. I've been awake 28 years. Okay. Been sleeping 14 years. All right. Put that in perspective. Find out your age and put it in the comments. All right. If you're 70, what? If you're 60, what? You're sleeping what, 30 years or something like that? 25 years. It's when you get into the science of consciousness and what we really are. And that's why I was researching the laser and looking into the wall thing. You know, I knew there was something there, and there's people paying a lot of money, doing a lot of research with these lasers and drugging people and making them look at the wall to see what kind of codes they see. Poland, hey, what's up? How you guys doing? So, okay, what? You're 70 years old, right? Okay. So you ask Google, you know what I like better? I like the WhatsApp. Uh, the WhatsApp is better AI. It's more direct. If you live to 70 years old, how many years are you sleeping?
If you live to be 70 years old and sleep about 8 hours a night, that's roughly one third of your life spent sleeping. So you'd sleep for around 23 years.
Okay. So you're actually 47. There we go. Look, you guys put it before me. 47 years awake. Okay. Uh it's mind blowing. It's mind blowing the new technologies, okay, that's gonna come out. The new technologies is gonna blow your mind. I know I keep talking about this, but I'm telling you, but in the next couple months, next couple years, this technology is gonna blow your mind. Okay. We already got AI doing videos. What? They got number one song in the billboards. So yeah, people really go bald. 15. Okay. Bam, I'm bald. Oh man. Uh just in the military, it was better for me to cut my hair, okay? To make it bald like this. Let me tell you a quick funny story what happened to me in basic training. So, we went through basic training and all that, and we're not allowed in basic training to shave our head, okay? So, they had me separated. They had the regular people upstairs, and I was downstairs with the drill sergeants. I don't know why they had me downstairs. I think I was older, when I joined the military, and there's more kids that are immature up there. So I told them, hey, these kids are so immature. I can't. I come here to grind. I come here to learn. I come here to. I'm in the mission. So they separated me and officers to be in a separate room right next to the drill sergeants. So this was in Fort Jackson, right? So we're training, right? And we wasn't allowed to shave our head. The way Fort Jackson is, they take you, and they take you to this barber that kills you, that drags it like really hard and makes you bleed. So they wait for you to grow, for you to pay and for you to cut your hair. But once we graduated, it was around COVID. We got stuck there like for 3 months, and we were doing beautification and all that. Okay, so I decided to shave my head. Okay, I decided to shave my head, and it was a bad idea. I asked one of the drill sergeants, "Hey, can I shave my head before?" And they're like, "Hell no." I took my razor and I shave my head. And because of me, I got everybody in trouble. That was the worst day of my life. But the worst thing was, right? I shaved my head, and the next day we had the gas chamber. Okay. If you guys ever experiment what is the gas chamber, when you have a shaved head and they have everybody, let me tell you, these drill sergeants, they have everybody shave a day prior before going to the gas chamber, you know? So I they said, "Oh, we're gonna do something tomorrow." I'm like, oh man, I wonder what we're gonna do because they kept everything like a mystery. Uh, we woke up in the morning, we got ready, and we start heading towards the gas chamber. And let me tell you, when I went into that gas chamber and my head felt the pepper or whatever the heck the gas is, the smoke is on that. My head was red for 3 days. I looked like a chili pepper. My whole face and my head looked like a chili pepper. And all the drill sergeants was like, yeah, boy. Yeah, keep on shaving your head. Keep on shaving your head. So, uh, the way training was for me was different. The first red phase, yes, I was sleeping upstairs. Red phase, everybody knows what red phase is. That's what the first weeks of them treating you like you're nothing. So it was the way they woke us up. They brought this big speaker, and he used to Bluetooth the drill sergeant Bluetooth to the speaker explosions and gunshots. This is 4:30 in the morning, waking us up. He puts the speaker out like this, and we have people doing guard duty. So the guard duty, they knew that the drill sergeants would bring the speakers, but once the drill sergeants came up, the guard duty, they sent the guard duty downstairs. So what guard duty is when two soldiers stand always by the door and make sure who comes in, who comes out. Like if you go to the latrine, they sign your name, boom, and once you get out, come back in, you sign your name, and you're back in. And they used to wake us up with explosions and gunshots. Everybody get up. It was, I think it was 213 that was in. So if anybody went to the military, go to 213, be ready. If it's the same command, they change every couple months. uh, so what's another experience that was? So when I was living in barracks here in my last duty station in England, I used to have friends, and we used to go outside and look up. Oh, soon I'm gonna probably tell you guys the unit and probably disclose my full name. I know probably a lot of you already know my full name, but I'm just gonna say it out. My full name. Everybody knows me as JP, but I'm gonna do something soon, probably a webinar or something, and I'll disclose the unit that I was in and also my full name. That's gonna be a big one, and I already got the green light to do that. So I'm gonna forward this to Dr. Salo or somebody else, and we're gonna make that happen. Well, Doc will make it happen. All right, it's gonna be quite interesting when people find out. All right. What else? I ran so much in airborne school. Oh my god. They make you run till you throw up. If you want to be an airborne trooper, you run until you throw up. That's it. If you don't like running, don't become an airborne trooper. What else? Experiences. Oh, when I was in the barracks, I used to, they have you battle buddy up with somebody else. I used to cook rice. I make my own sofrito. I cook rice. It was two Puerto Ricans that they put together in a room. So imagine the food. We had suritos. I used to make. I love to cook. I like make rice, make coconut ice cream. I just cook. I love cooking. I love food. Oh, a lot of people are asking about the when am I gonna do that retreat with a lot of people. I've been saying this for a year and a half already. So I'm trying to plan that soon, probably, but somewhere around Florida, So if you guys can make it around Florida, I'll give you guys a location and we can meet up there and sleep over, like one night or 2 nights in a camp. I'll find a camp and we'll do stargazing, and I'll bring other soldiers to talk about their experiences. So it'll be kind of cool. If you guys would agree with that, write in the comments down. That'd be awesome. But yes, back to, man, I go all over the place sometimes. Back to in the barracks, when I was in the barracks, right? We went out at night. You know, I was having experiences, but really, I thought I was probably getting downloads or something like that, but I was physically having these experiences, right? And I could physically feel. So I remember all these experiences. We went outside. I went outside with my friend and 2 other Spanish, and there was another guy there. He was with us. It was a total of 4 of us. We walk around in the middle of the night. We woke up. We all woke up. We just woke up. Let's take a stroll. Let's go walk. So we take a stroll. We look up and we see these ospreys flying. And we're like, are they supposed to be active in this time? And my friend's like, yeah, they're doing night jumps. So when they do night jumps, yeah, they wake up in the middle of the night or leave at 9. But this was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I said, there's no way they're doing night jumps at 2 o'clock in the morning. So, oh yeah, the Green Berets and the Rangers and, you know, recon, they all do it in the middle of the night. And they got night vision and all that. And I'm like, what the heck? But in the corner of our eyes, we see a TR-3B. Okay. And when the TR-3B flew, it stopped over us and then it took off into the clouds. It was cloudy. And then in this location where we're at, there's bushes all over the place. And we're like, oh man, oh, I can't believe we saw that. Oh, everybody was nuts. The 3 guys were like, they were like, no, ¿qué fue eso? ¿Qué fue eso? Oh my God, ¿qué fue eso? So where we were at was a field and it was a lot of bushes, right? A lot of bushes. And we started hearing the bushes moving. Shh. And we're like, heck nah, what is that? Heck nah. The 3rd guy started sprinting back into the barracks. I'm getting the hell out of here. What the heck is going on? And us 2, we stayed behind. We stayed behind. And we stayed behind and we talked among ourselves and we just started walking back. But we kept hearing the bushes shaking and all that. So that was quite interesting for that. But hey, I did this video to talk about certain things, okay? I'm going to post this video. If you go back to the beginning of the video, you're going to see that I spoke a lot of different things, okay? So much love, okay? Much love to you guys all. It's not as much. I spoke about technology. I spoke about my experiences, like going through training. But much love to all. This will be translated, okay? It's going to be translated. So hot chili pepper. Yeah, now everybody's going to call me chili pepper with my hair, with the gas chamber. So akuria mate. Okay, much love to all. Stay safe. Love each other always. Stay connected and join the military if you're young enough to join. Don't be scared. Join the military. I'm not a recruiter. You know, I'm not in the army no more, but I just love the organization, what it did in my life. So if you want to change your life, join the military. It doesn't matter what branch. Don't join the army. I like the army. You know, you see more stuff. You know, make sure you pass the ASVAB with flying colors, though, to get a good job. All right? You want a good job in order to see certain things in the military. Okay? Much love. And I love you so much. Akuria Mate. Akuria Mate. JP out. Beijinhos para todos. Va a ser traducido, tá? This video, once I post it, YouTube is gonna do the translation. O YouTube va a fazer a traducción, tá? Y todo que habla en español también, este video va a ser traducido en español también. I think, okay? Much love. JP out.